Hello and welcome to this guided meditation. This is going to be a channeled meditation, and so let's see what comes up. Probably about half an hour, but again we'll see because I won't be watching the clock while I'm in this meditation. So find yourself in a comfortable sitting or lying down position. You want your spine to be straight, that's all. Turn off the distractions. Let's meditate. We'll start off with 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and then breathing out as slowly as possible through pursed lips, like you're blowing out through a straw. So a deep breath into the belly through your nose. And slowly out. Another deep breath in. And slowly out. A deep breath in through the nose. And slowly out through the mouth. Let's take that relaxation even further. Just following my prompts and relaxing as we go. So starting in the left toes, let's move into the arch of the foot, to the heel, into the left ankle, slowly up the calf to the left knee, relaxing as you go. Up the left thigh, to that left hip, feeling the femur within the hip socket and just relaxing and letting that go. Moving into the right toes now. Let's move into the arch of the foot, to the heel, into the ankle, and then up the calf to the right knee. From the right knee, let's move up the thigh, to the hip, feeling that femur within the hip socket and just relaxing, letting both of those hips go now. Moving into the left fingers, let's move into the palm of the hand, up the thumb, and into the wrist. From the wrist, let's go up the little muscles of the forearm, to the left elbow, and from the left elbow up the bicep and the tricep, to the left shoulder, feeling the left shoulder moving down and away from the ear, relaxing the whole of the left arm, and into the right fingers now. Let's move into the palm of the hand and the thumb, and into the wrist. And from the wrist, let's move up the little muscles of the forearm to the right elbow. And from the right elbow, up the bicep and the tricep to the right shoulder. Feeling the right shoulder moving down and away from the ear, relaxing. Relaxing the whole of the right arm. Let's move to the glutes now, feeling whatever you're sitting on or lying on, the point of contact between your glutes. And feeling those big muscles relaxing, melting away, being supported by whatever they're on. Let's move into the spine now. From the base of the spine, let's move up the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Straightening up and stretching out just a little bit, getting taller as we go. And then when you get up toward the neck, let's make some gentle stretches to the neck to release the neck. So moving the right ear to the right shoulder. And then taking a deep breath when we're there. And on the out breath, just letting it go even further. And back up to neutral, let's move the left ear to the left shoulder. And once you're there, let's take a deep breath. And letting go on the out breath. Back up to neutral. Let's look over the right shoulder, just moving the head, not the whole of the body. And then let's look over the left shoulder, again just moving the head. Go back to neutral and let's look up to the sky, lifting the chin up. You might want to close your mouth to increase that stretch. And then looking down, chin to chest, stretching the back of the neck. Coming back to neutral, just resting your head in an easy position with your head nice and balanced so your neck is relaxed. Let's move into the jaw now. Release the jaw. You might like to open your mouth wide to release the jaw. Wheeling it around and then closing your mouth gently, resting your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Moving into the cheeks, relaxing the cheeks. And all around the eyes, feeling your eyeballs move back and down into the eye sockets. Feeling your eyebrows relaxing down and apart. The whole of your forehead softening. And then moving into the scalp now, feeling the whole of the scalp relax. You might even feel your ears move down ever so slightly. Now resting your focus on your third eye, that point between your eyebrows. Continuing to breathe. Distractions may come or go. Noises outside. Sensations in the body. Thoughts in the mind. Notice it all. Heavy rain outside. Remaining in the awareness of everything that's going on. Accepting what is. And being present with it all. If we can be present and accepting of the external conditions, such as the heavy rain when we're trying to meditate, just accepting what is, we can begin to accept ourselves and what is. Not making ourselves wrong to be experiencing what we're experiencing. Not making ourselves wrong to be feeling what we're feeling. Not making ourselves wrong to be thinking what we're thinking. accepting it all, just as it is, just as we are. All is well. It may not be perfect. It may not be exactly as you'd want it, but all is well. You are well. You may not be perfect, because nobody is perfect. You may not be exactly as you want to be, because when are we ever that? But you are well. Allowing ourselves to be in this present moment, to be okay with ourselves exactly as is. To be okay with whatever is happening outside of us, exactly as is. There's many things that can be jarring to us, distractions, things that seem to want to change our energy, but we get to choose whether it changes our energy. We don't need to allow external conditions to change our energy. We can be authentic and present as we are. But to be authentic and present as we are, it does require some work. It requires us to remain present. It requires us to be conscious and aware. Because it's easy to go on autopilot. It's easy to let the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind, take over. It's easy to be responsive and reactive to life and conditions. It's easy to be distracted and to get caught up in other people's drama and emotions. It's easy to notice things that we don't like, behaviors that we don't like, conditions that we don't like, to think about those things, to have an emotional reaction to those things. It takes more effort to put the phone down, to not read that thing, to let that thing go. Acceptance takes a little bit more effort. And when we make that effort, we practice self-discipline. And self-discipline is often not doing things. It's stopping ourselves from doing things that are automatic. It takes a lot of self-discipline to sit for half an hour and meditate. It takes self-discipline to put the phone down, to stop scrolling. It takes self-discipline not to reply to that comment that has annoyed you. It takes self-discipline to turn the computer off and allow yourself rest time. It takes self-discipline to allow yourself to rest completely. It takes self-discipline to ignore those distractions. No, I was just corrected. Not ignore the distractions. Allow the distractions to be there without reacting to them. So accepting the distractions, but not be controlled by the distractions. Not react to the distractions. Not get pulled into them. You and I, we have the choice. We have the choice to be authentically ourselves and stand in our power, which is just to be ourselves and not be drawn into those distractions. The distractions, they're like an addiction. They're very tempting. It's like we get a little reward from our brains for them. But it's short-term reward that takes away from our long-term reward. The long-term reward is what we get when we meditate and when we rest and when we're stronger than those distractions and those addictions. You are stronger than those distractions and those addictions. You are so much more powerful than them. But it's up to you to claim that power, the power of your consciousness, and to remain consciously aware, present in every moment, and be the observer both of the external conditions and of your reactions to them. The reactions will still happen inside of you, but you don't need to act on them. Your phone will still beep, and you'll still feel to have a look at it. But you can be present and notice that. How interesting. How interesting, I have this feeling to look at my phone right now, instead of continue with the meditation that I intended to do. And then noticing that feeling. As you have your awareness on that feeling of really wanting to scratch that itch, to look at the phone, really feeling into it, what's there? Is there anything really there? Because when I feel into it, it seems to disappear. Like a puff of smoke, just disappears. It's very fleeting, and it's very weak, and I'm stronger than that. And the more we practice being in this awareness and being stronger than any of those distractions or any of those feelings of addiction, we learn to relax. Relax and trust ourselves. We got this. You got this. A weak feeling in the moment that an unconscious mind will react to, a conscious mind can look at and see it for what it is. A fleeting moment of weakness that takes away from your long-term happiness, your long-term relaxation, and your long-term self-trust. And before long, you start to realize that it is in fact the easier option to remain conscious. It takes a little effort, but it's easier than to live a life of being distracted and reacting. to set an intention and then follow through, and to remain present and notice the distractions that take you away from that intention, to feel those distractions and the urges until they dissipate, and continue with your intention. Because you are much stronger. Your consciousness is much stronger than any of these things. And the more you practice this awareness and this self-awareness and this awareness of the moment, the more you exercise those muscles, the more you trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you can be relaxed. And when you're relaxed, you can tune in. You can tune into the field of potentiality where all solutions exist. You can tune into the collective consciousness stored in the earth, where every piece of information and knowledge exists. You can trust yourself that not only do you have access to that you can do anything. You can do anything with that information. Claiming this power, your power, and your sovereignty. You can do that right now. And rather than it taking away from the joy of your life, it will bring more joy into your life. More joy, more peace, happier with ourselves. You see, when we succumb to the distractions in life that take away from our joy, we're holding ourselves back from something that's much better for us in the long term. Those things that we think we're addicted to because they are short-term, good-feeling things, very, very short-term, good-feeling things. We learn that without those things we are much happier. We're much more at peace with ourselves and much happier. So the real self-discipline is in taking things away or letting things go. Refusing to be pushed around by life and by external conditions. Claiming our own power of choice in every single moment. Our life, our choice. Feel that power that you have and exercise that power. You are stronger than the distractions. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.